Hey guys, and as always, thank you for tuning in to my channel. I appreciate it. For those of you who are serious about looking at whatever we are looking at with my channel, obviously, like I've said before, it's all related to paranormal type things, UFOs, and all that stuff that nobody wants to talk about. But anyhow, we're just taking a serious approach to this, and we're trying to separate the fact from the fiction. So anyhow, if this is your first time, go back and check out episode 4. You can go back and check out other ones too, but anyhow, we're discussing the MJ-12 documents, also known as MJ-12. Some have even said Majority 12, whatever. Anyhow, all these documents can be downloaded here from the Majestic Documents site. Majestic Documents dated prior to 1948. And the one that we're going to look at today, let's see, may have passed it up here, but let's see, here it is. Secretary of State Marshal to President Truman, 25th September 1947. Authenticity of right in the middle. What I'm hoping to do today is show you why I think that this document is fake, and let's see what it says here from the majesticdocuments.com website. It says memo was signed top secret, magic eyes only, which is it's just the stamp up at the top here, both top and bottom. It says, thereby revealing that the subject would normally be encrypted, but to expedite it they did not. Memo says that no indication of its contents is to be divulged to the public, referring to Twining's White Hot report discussed earlier, which they have this White Hot report also on here if you want to check that out. Basically, they're claiming that this is just a state that make sure that Truman realizes that he's not going to let anything out to the public, and even suggests a cover story. The similarity of handwriting to that in other documents poses an authentic challenge. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what we got from the majesticdocuments.com. Gotta say that right. Again, if you look at the last document that we checked out, we had an issue of dirty looking typeface. It's bold, it's not very clean, and we can see that with the other one that I had proven to be fake, with this one, which I'm hoping to convince you is fake as well. We got the same received October 7, 1992, stamped down at the bottom right. Again, by the same guy that's been receiving all of these documents supposedly in his mailbox. On this document, it has it says copy 1 of 1, and I mean, this copy is hideous. It's not very clean at all. Anyhow, you would expect these guys to be using clean typewriters. This just looks very dirty. I'm not a typewriter guy, but I know a little bit about that. And they've got some kind of cryptic stuff here at the top. Reference numbers, or they reference to it looks like EO092447, which is supposed to be an executive order number 092447, which was supposedly made by Harry Truman. However, there's also inconsistencies with that executive order, and most people believe that it is not authentic. For the amount of numbers, the amount of digits used in the executive order is not consistent with. It would be consistent with, as far as the 9 to, as far as that part, it would be consistent with Truman if Truman was to sign it. But there's like one too many numbers for that executive order when you look at other ones. There's no 0. That's supposed to be a 0 there. Also 092447 also is the date which appears on the other document, which is in question, the Truman Forrestal memo, which I did not cover that previously because I was just focusing on the signature. But anyhow, other people have arguments why they think it's legitimate. But so we have this. Let's go ahead and close this out, and we're going to get down to business here. We've got a little bit of time left. Close that. Okay, and what I've done here is, let's go ahead and take that away. See it here? I've put it into Photoshop because I can put it side by side with yet another document, which I believe that it was copied from. This left is a known document. It is anybody can get a copy of this. It's legit. There's no question about it. We know that this right here, I agree, HST, that's the initials of Harry S. Truman. Sometimes he would write HST, and I have other documents from the Truman Library that show him writing HST, so that's not an issue. And then over here we have the executive secretary, supposedly his signature at the bottom. And so when we look, we see a similarity. We see an I agree HST and the same signature over here to the right, purportedly by the same person, executive secretary. So similar memorandum for Mr. Connolly, kind of in a different font compared to the rest of the body. Again, on the Majestic documents, same thing up here, except it says memorandum for the president. It's very important to pay attention to the body. Again, like the last document that we looked at, if you looked at it in episode 4, the main difference between the question document on the right and the one on the left is that the question document has double spacing in between paragraphs, and on the left, on the known document, they do not do that. And it's the same story for the other document that we looked at in episode 4. So it says the following letter from Secretary Marshall to the President was, let's see if we can zoom in here, dated or something. Over here it says dictated but even if it is dictated to me this morning over the secret telephone. The following letter from Secretary Marshall to the President was dictated to me this morning over the secret telephone. The only thing that they've done is changed the person from Secretary Marshall to Secretary Marshall, but let me see. No, it's actually word for word, so more suspect they were putting something different in there, but no doubt it's the exact same thing. Still got about a minute and a half. Dear Mr. President, we see it both on both same punctuation, same exact thing here. The body, I understand general, whatever this is, Wedemire, however you pronounce his name, is okay, blah 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 blah. Over here, I understand General Twining is presenting his report. If you just go on to read this, it is exactly the same, word for word. The only thing that they're changing is names. And I mean, it is, and this kind of was cut off, so it's there. But I just wanted to show you this. I'm going to go ahead and break it now, and then when I come back, we'll finish up on it, take a look at a couple more things. So we'll see you in part 2.